ground. That's the future of America, man. Destruction. Right?
O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Daughter of Chaldeans. That's how America was founded. That's how America got brought up into power, was through witchcraft. Witchcraft is what helped the colonies break away from Britain. Right?
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
It's not that place no more, man. It's not that beautiful place where you could come and be a free man. Where the streets are paved with gold. You could go make a living off panning gold. It's not like that no more, man. Okay? Gold rush. The gold rush is over. Alright? It's no more a time where you can just live here and live off the land. You can't do that no more, man. Or this place is no longer being seen as being a world hero.
Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen.
Yep.
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Yes, the Lord, He's not going to meet you people as a man. Okay, He's coming back with those chariots and His angels, man. Alright? To render that recompense, that fire. Yes, bro? Yes.
This is Psalms chapter 137, verse 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
Yeah, so Esau, Edom, he had a hand in our destruction from even the time when we fell out of power in Israel. He was always there prior to that. It was always Esau trying to find a way to destroy us, to get us to go off so the Lord could destroy us. That's why Esau's doing what he's doing today. Because he really wants the Lord to destroy us, man. You gotta really think about this, man, why Esau promotes all this wickedness upon Jacob. Because Esau literally wants the Lord to come back and kill us, man. So that the Lord could do away with the promise and give Esau that birthright back, man. Because the Lord made a promise to Esau. He said, if you can number the stars, if you can search out all these things, I'll do away with Israel. Okay, but the Lord made a promise to Esau that can never be attained, man. You can't measure the heavens, the outer space. You can't count all the stars, man. Because just as easily as the angels of Yahweh shall form them, it's just as easy for them to make more and more. Okay?
O daughter of Babylon.
Yeah. Oh, daughter. Call Esau the daughter of Babylon. I know, yeah. Yeah. That's why I call Esau the daughter of Babylon. He takes on all the ways of the ancient Babylonians when it comes to witchcraft, the way things are ran. Okay, but also Esau put us into captivity. What?
Who ought to be destroyed.
Who are to be destroyed. What?
Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
And that's going to happen in the kingdom. Okay, that is going to happen. You got guys that post vocab below. Talking about, oh, see, they're talking about killing people and whatnot. We're telling you what's going to happen to you in the kingdom. And you know what? Esau was doing this to all nations, not just us. So in the kingdom, these other nations are going to be doing it to Esau too, taking and dashing your little ones against the stones, man. Okay, you had Hezekiah, a great king of the tribe of Judah. He was taking Edomites up into a high mountain, dropping them off just so he could see them splatter, man. Okay? That's what we're going to be doing for sport in our kingdom. In the kingdom. We're not going to do that on this side. Okay? Go get below. Oh, they preach. Not now. Not now. Not yet.
The Lord's going to do it, bro.
He's going to, the Spirit promised to do it.
You gotta understand that this is judgment from the God that you say that you serve.
Yeah, that's not it. What is that?
The thing, see, these Christians, they don't understand the truth, man. They don't understand the true God, the true living power. They don't, and Esau doesn't want to take into account all the things that he's done. All right, but that's the problem. That's the problem with you people. All right, is that you don't want to take any responsibility for the things that you've done. The things that still go on. Child slavery still is going on. These different big tech companies that are run by Edomites, they are still employing slaves.
Yeah, we're still slaves, man. Okay? We're still slaves. You work fucking 40 hours a week, damn near your whole life away. Just so you can have some food and sleep, man, in a bed. That's slavery, man. Okay? We're not living here. In the kingdom, we're actually going to live. All right, the Rothschilds, they're living. They don't got to wake up and go to work. They don't got to wake up and do anything, man. But what they do when they wake up is decide what they want to eat, where they want to go, whose life they want to ruin that day. Okay? Our lives are pure hell here, man. We're still in, Scripture tell you that we're still in a captivity unto this day. If you're in captivity, you're a slave. Okay? Like the brother brought out a good point. Yeah, the child slavery is still going on. Man, but the real slavery is Israelite slavery, man.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So they have, right now, South Americans, like straight up fucking slaves.
Yeah.
These Hershey's, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, these different big industries that you know about, and including Google, Apple, Microsoft, all right? These people that you praise, and you know, Bill Gates the richest guy in the world.
Bill Gates is the devil.
Because of all the wickedness that he's done.
Right now, Bill Gates is talking about global depopulation, man.
So,
talking about vaccines and shit.
All these fuckers are, man. Bernie Sanders.
Yep.
And Bernie Sanders openly said out of his own mouth, he is for depopulation of brown countries.
Wow. That's the majority of the nation of Israel, man. The majority of the nation of Israel is the Northern Kingdom, man. Okay?
Yeah, Bernie.
Yeah, people.
Bernie.
And it was mainly Jake's vote for this guy, man. Jake's.
He wants to kill you.
That's why the scriptures say, though he couch it, take heed of him, man.
Yeah.
Because this guy, he be walking around all frail, peaceable with everybody. But war is in his heart, man. He thinking about how you're going to exterminate Jake, man.
We need our universal health care system. And we also need to kill all the brown people.
Yeah. Hey, if you don't understand this truth, man, you're through, man. Because just to see everything that's taking place, man, it just opens your eyes more and more that this is the truth. These guys literally want us dead, and all we're doing is preaching the word. All we're doing is telling people what's going to happen. And they want to kill us,
They're
man.
fucking over here staging all these crazy ass murders and shit, just to blame it on regular ass people that come out of our own time, absolutely for free, and just spread knowledge, man. Really, just teach.
Yeah.
We're teaching you, and you want to kill us.
Yeah. We talked about the herbs earlier, how to help yourself. Like, Edomite can watch this video and say, wow, these guys are smart. I can just go into the herbs and help myself. You know? This is love. This is a labor. It says it's a labor of love. Not a labor of war, a labor of hate speech. It's a labor of love. Now, is there hate involved? Of course. Of course there is. You know, the world is set, it was created upon duality, man.
Good is against evil.
Yeah. It's duality, it has to be. Even when we're in rulership, you're going to have nations that talk smack about us in their heart, in their mind. Okay? People are going to, think evil thoughts against us. There's always going to be that balance, man.
You're gonna have a country tired of giving all my stuff to you.
It's all my What else can he want?
I'm tired of that. Just bug out. And then in the judgment. Because the kingdom is going to be well ordered.
Yeah, you're gonna have the taskmasters of heathen that are obedient unto the cause, man. Okay, you know, of course they're not Israelites, but they're gonna be like, hey, well, this king over here, he's plotting a rebellion.
He's gonna come all like, hey, look, it ain't us.
It ain't me.
It's them.
Yep. And then what's gonna happen? He's gonna get taken out, that king, and then that taskmaster, whoever gave his word, we're gonna set him up. See, our kingdom is gonna be a righteous kingdom, not like Esau, man. Where Esau will take your help and then kill you after them, like he did again. No, man. If you do right, right is gonna be done unto you in our kingdom. No matter what nation you are, man. It just so happens after those 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, or you're gonna have to go through 1,000 years of hardcore slavery first, I should say. Yeah, you got some.
This is Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Yeah, which is these elite, man. That's what we pray for, man. The Lord protect us from these damn devils, man. Because it tells you in Ephesians, we're not wrestling against flesh and blood. The hell that we go through is completely spiritual, man. That's why, you know, we're not physically being attacked. Nobody's coming at us with knives and swords and punching us out.
Yet.
But it's a spiritual attack that's taking place, and man, it hurts, man. It hurts. Okay, the scriptures say that we're to be patient, which means to suffer. This is torture what we're going through. But it's well deserved because of our transgressions. But still, it's hell.
It sucks because you know the truth, so you know what the way everything's supposed to be. You're sitting at home, just bugging out. Shit.
You can't even live.
Can't do anything.
Read that again, Baba Sean.
Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Yeah, because these elite, they're having all kinds of secret meetings, planning all kinds of secret agendas to oppress us and kill us, man. Okay? What?
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Yep, Esau.
Who whet their tongue like a sword.
Who whet their tongue like a sword. And that's why they're in the Senate. They're out there giving all these speeches. And you people pass these bills. You sign these bills off. That's that sword. That's his tongue. Being wet, being sharpened as a sword. Because through words is power, man. That's why these words is power. Esau knows that. In order for something to come into reality, first it has to be planned and plotted and written down. There has to be some kind of organizing. And Esau does that. Go ahead.
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
At the perfect, which the perfect is Jake. Okay. Because although Jake goes off, Jake's still perfect in the spirit. Your spirit was created to be perfect. Okay? But we do go off. The spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai wasn't programmed for that. It's this flesh that goes off, man. Go ahead.
Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Yeah, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Everything that Esau does, he doesn't fear a consequence of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai judgment for the things that he does to us, for all the poison he puts in our water, for our children that he's contaminated with vaccines and plans to. Okay, go ahead.
They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
This is they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They're out there buffing each other up with words. Oh yeah, we should do it this way, not this way. Oh, we need to do that. Go ahead.
They commune of laying snares privily.
And a lot of these snares that they're laying privily, it's coming by way of the news, man, the media. They're using the media as a snare, as a trap, to try to demonize us and try to make it to where certain people don't come into the truth, which isn't going to happen. Which isn't going to happen. Okay?
They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities.
And they search. They search out iniquity. Okay. They look at all of our records. They're trying to talk to our teachers. Okay, people that we know, they might call our job. Okay, they're searching out iniquities, man. They're spying on everything that you do. What?
They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow.
Yeah, with those nukes, man. See, so those nukes that Esau created and tried to use against us, well, the Lord, he's going to turn them upon his own head. Okay? There's a lot of talks about how the Chariots will actually hover over nuclear silos and stop the clocks of the nukes being shot off or start them up, just to bug out these nations, man. Showing you that the Lord controls all things. The Lord controls those missiles, man. Okay, the Lord is going to use those missiles. He's going to use them on Esau, man. What?
Suddenly shall they be wounded, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away, and all men shall fear, and shall declare the work of the Most High. For they shall wisely consider of his doing. The righteous shall be glad of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and shall trust in him. And all the upright in the heart shall glory.
That's right. Here's my
This is Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them. This is Zechariah chapter 11, verse 1. Open thy doors, O Lebanon, that the fire may devour thy cedars. How fir tree, for the cedar is fallen, because the mighty are spoiled. How, O ye oaks of Bashan, for the forest of the vintage is come down. There is a voice of the howling of the shepherds, for their glory is spoiled. A voice of the roaring of young lions, for the pride of Jordan is spoiled. Thus saith Yahweh, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter.
Yeah, feed the flock of the slaughter. So we out here feeding you with this word, all right? The flock of the slaughter, which is so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay. You know, when you eat food, what does it do? It increases your strength. When you eat food, it helps you grow. So all this is for our people, man. For their growth, their spiritual growth, to strengthen them during these evil times. Because people lose faith, people lose hope. And we're here to bring that hope, that faith back. Okay?
You see certain things popping up in the news. You might have Jakes that look at it and be like, oh man, it's getting real. You've been saying that they're going to try us with terrorism. They are going to label us terrorists.
Which, that's their new freedom.
So you can't bug out over that, man, because this is something that's been repeated to you over and over again. If you fall, your strength is small, man. Because nothing's even happened to you yet. You even wait for the Lord to see, because it says in that day you should be known who are my chosen. You didn't even wait to see if you're chosen. It says wait upon the Lord. Don't get scared because you see these things happen. Don't get scared when things start happening to you. Wait. Just wait, man. If wrath comes upon you, then wrath comes upon you. At least you did what you were supposed to do. At least you held your countenance.
This is Hebrews 12:1. We're seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses.
Why? Because who are our teachers? Isaiah, Habakkuk, Amos, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, so on and so forth. These are the cloud of witnesses that we're compassed by. Daniel, all right, Yahushua, the apostles. These are all witnesses of the power of the Most High. We are compassed about by these things. We're surrounded by multiple first-hand accounts of deliverance and destruction and righteousness and evil. Go ahead.
It says, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
You got to have patience, man.
And you got to run.
You got to do the work and be patient in these things. All right? Because there is going to be a time of great persecution in which it's going to touch you. It will touch you. All right? But you got to have patience, man. Just suffer those things that you got to suffer. Okay? Because what? Destruction is going to come anyways. No matter what, reality is going to be flipped upside down. Everybody's going to get touched by that by the hand of the Lord. So you want to have patience to see if the Lord is going to deliver you from those things.
It says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross.
Yeah, because if you're of the elect, then you got nothing but blessings coming for you, man.
And like you were saying about, it's going to come regardless. Hey, these jakes, they had to go through it, man. Regardless. Okay? Look at these jakes were slew, hung on a cross as well.
They didn't have the option to opt out.
Yeah. And no matter what they were doing, this was still coming. Okay? And this happened to all the nation, not just the southern kingdom.
Right? Look at the prophets.
Yeah. Stones sawn asunder.
It says, happy are you when you fall into multiple persecutions, man. Because so were the prophets treated before it. You want to be a prophet, you got to stand in the light of a prophet, man. You got to be hated. You got to be persecuted. You got to be. You got to go through the straight gate. That's the lot of a prophet. It's more than just teaching. It's way more than just coming out on the highways and byways and prophesying, man. You got to go through these physical trials.
Patience, and the scriptures do say, so as Yahushua suffered in the flesh, on myself likewise, man. You're going to have to go through what Yahushua went through, man. Regardless. Okay? Bro, I slow down a lot more. We're going to have to go through a lot. Okay? Yahushua was hung on a cross. They tortured him, killed him. Okay? Well, brothers is going to be in these FEMA camps, man. These concentration camps. Getting tortured, man. You gotta prepare your mind, you gotta arm yourself. Likewise, you gotta read these scriptures and see what the man of the Lord went through. See what Yahushua went through. Before all that, they were mocking him. They put a crown of thorns on his head. Made him drink, vinegar and piss. Gall, which isn't gall like.
You have a gall bladder.
So it's like around that area, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm going to read this, verse 2. It says, despising the shame. It says, endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High.
Despising the shame, meaning that he didn't esteem it as anything. He took it. That's what it meant when he said despising the shame, meaning that he wasn't all choked up about it, man. Hey, it is what it is. And so it's gonna get ugly, and you're just gonna have to endure it. It's not gonna be fucking easy. Nobody said it was gonna be easy. Alright? I don't think it'd be easy to get sawn in half or to get stoned or to get hung. Nothing easy about these things. Nothing easy about getting beat up, beat to death, shot, burned, who knows? Tortured, there's nothing easy about it, man. But the alternative is that you're not chosen. Which that sucks. Fuck that, man.
Yeah. So he despised it. You know, despised the shame, because that was a shameful thing for the Lord to go through, man. What I mean by that is the Lord, he's the king of the universe, king of the nation of Israel. He's a king under Yahweh. For him to come down here, being a king, to come down here and suffer what he went through, that's shameful, man. Okay, here it is, we're prophesying, telling you that the Israelites are God's chosen people. But we're going to be mocked, we're going to be put, you know, in harm's way. And that's a shame. People are going to mock us, man.
Galatians 3 and 13. Yahweh hath redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us, for it is written, cursed is every one that hangeth on a tree.
Yeah, so Yahweh he suffered that for the nation of Israel. Okay? It says he took on all the sin so that he can kill the sin, man. This is back in verse 3. It says, for consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest you be wearied and faint in your own minds.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. You gotta have the mind. You can't have the mind like, oh, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna convert everybody to be a Hebrew Israelite. I'm gonna persuade everybody. You gotta realize that the majority of Jake is gonna hate you. You can't just, like, anytime somebody comes up, don't get fucking excited about it. Because the chances are he ain't gonna get it, man. And that same person is gonna come back again and rend you. As it tells you in the scriptures, cast your pearls before swine. What do? They trample over it, turn again, and grab you by the neck.
Yeah, because you're telling all these people you're an Israelite. And what's gonna happen when all hell breaks loose? And they got fucking banners on every pole talking about a reward for this man, a reward for this man, a reward for this man's head. Okay.
What's that dude, Bill Walsh?
John Walsh.
Talking about these fugitives.
Yeah.
That's America's most wanted guy, you know.
Trying to shake John Walsh.
Yeah, the Mac Dre song. That's so lit, yeah.
Hey, I can't remember how it went. He said, I'm getting lost, trying to shake John Walsh.
Yeah. I'm ahead for the hills, survival skills. I'm on the run for reals. Now that song's hella spiritual, man, even though Dre's a little wicked.
Yeah, the demon.
But that's exactly what they're gonna do. You know, they're already doing that. Okay, but it's gonna be enhanced.
Intensified.
Yeah, amplified.
It's just like the oven. You gotta preheat the oven. The oven gradually gets hotter till it ges to the temperature.
Yeah, we're like frogs in a bucket.
Because if the Lord brought all this hell upon you, just bam.
Yeah.
What are you gonna? You ain't gonna be able to deal with that, man. The heat's gotta be turned up gradually. Like, oh, it's getting hot, you know. And then you're mentally prepared. Well, it's gonna keep getting hotter, you know. But it's gonna get so hot that even we're gonna be like, God damn, it's hot.
It's like when you take a shower and you just don't put it on all the way high. You gotta gradually.
You measure the temp. You just turn it all the way to hot and jump in. You're gonna scold. You get scolded, man.
Yeah. It says,
it's like the Lord did that. Remember, in the scriptures it talks about how he was like, I'm not just gonna destroy all these heathen out of that land in a moment, because then the wilderness is gonna take over. You know, but little by little. That's how the Lord does things. You know, the Lord is measurement. He's sculpting and shaping you. He's not just gonna take you and throw you against the ground.
yeah, so that was a point right there. It says, lest you be weary and faint in your own minds. Because, you know, many men are going to lose the faith because of these things that are coming, you know?
They're already losing the faith.
All these
Already.
The whole demonization with that shit.
It's like dropped over that. Hella weak, man. Super weak.
Yep, this is the point of the scripture I wanted. It's verse 4. It says, "Ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin." So as of right now, not yet have we resisted unto blood. Nobody slapped us in the face. Nobody has us tied up or on the guillotine. Nobody's cutting us or zapping us yet.
We ain't gotta go down a 5-story building in a basket.
Get let down by a handbasket.
No, we ain't gotta do that yet.
Vocab ain't came to kill us yet. Cause really that's y'all. It's not yet for y'all.
We got like 40-some niggas bound not to eat.
Because hey, look at these
Niggas and Crips and Bloods.
look at some of these Christian groups, bro. Some of these Christian groups just be like straight up looking like biker gangs. They be having like soldiers for Christ. What do you think these guys are gonna do? They're gonna come through trying to smoke you, man. For the Lord. So called.
Crips and
It was
Bloods.
polite.
Oh, okay, polite. The other guy I was thinking about.
Brother polite.
Shooting the Bible.
Yeah.
Nigga. Yeah, him bad.
Curse?
Lord gonna do it. Well, the Lord already started doing it. Killed his daughter.
Sometimes the Most High executes more than others. Look what he did with Mike Harris. Got his ass killed. They did the priority when he went out there with Mike Epps. They were Israelites.
Yeah. Mike Epps got judged too. You know?
He was all trying to apologize to the LA brother.
Yeah. After that, he got judged. Fucking kangaroo, kicked him in the face, all kinds of stuff. That judgment, man. And the Lord ain't playing, man. And that's just a little lick, okay, compared to what's about to come to the rest of the nation that's wicked, man.
Amazing judgment. That's Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, most definitely it's Jacob's trouble. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble, is the Lord's going to bring trouble upon the nation of Israel, upon Jacob. And then it says that 2 parts here shall be cut off and die in Zechariah. 2/3 of our people that are here in America. You got this guy drove and just flipped us off. I'm telling you. We're hated. This guy literally passed by.
Hey, let me look for this scripture real quick.
But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gonna get the last laugh, man. The feeling is really fucking mutual, man. I make sure to do shit, man. It hit you, Alright? And I pray every day that the Lord returns to judge you, man. Every day, man. And the scriptures say the righteous shall rejoice when we see the vengeance, man. And we're going to wash our feet in the blood of the wicked, man. Okay? If you don't want to see the destruction of these nations and these people, man, may Yahweh Bashim Yahushua destroy you too, man.
It's 1 Corinthians 10:10. We are fools for Yahweh's sake.
We are fools for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's sake. That's why we're out here. People could just spit at us, throw shit at us, talk smack about us, flip us off. And you know what? This is something you have to eat, man.
We are weak, but you are strong. You are honorable, but we are despised. Even unto this present hour we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place. and labor working with our own hands. Being reviled, we bless. Being persecuted, we suffer it.
Being persecuted, we suffer it. You know, and that's heavy right there because you're just going to have to go through it, man. You're going to have to suffer it. You know? What can we do against this world? Nothing, man. That's why Yahweh Shai, he's going to come and save us, man.
Pick us. Hey, man, the dude that flipped his law, I hope he has a good day today. Because he ain't going to make it. He's going to be destroyed.
Like when the scriptures talk about doing good unto those that do evil, that's talking about in the brotherhood. That's talking about in the fold. You know, when it says, bless those that curse you, that's really talking about in the circle. You know, when people do wrong against you, there's nothing wrong with you wishing things upon them wrongfully. Or like the brother said, let them have a good day. You know?
So you shall remember.
You know? Hey, you tell them shalom. I'll tell you shalom. But in my mind, I'm thinking, maybe how shall kill you, because the scriptures do say, which I have it right here. Okay, I'll pull it out after the brother. You know, as we sin there. But, you know, all those scriptures that talk about doing good and to forgive, that's talking about the throne. That's talking about the throne. Okay? Because the Lord isn't going to forgive these Edomites for what they've done. I'm not going to just show up and be like, okay, it's all good. Or have, you know, the Lord's coming back for destruction. But,
it says, being defamed, we entreat.
yeah.
We are made as the filth of the world, and are the offscouring of all things unto this day.
Yeah, we're like a scab, man. And what do you do with the scab? You can't wait to just get it off.
And you look at it like, ugh, damn, what the fuck is that?
I remember when I was young, I used to pull the motherfuckers off. Like, man, I don't want that on me no more.
This shit's gross. Oh, and then it grows back. Damn, it's back again.
Well, that's how we are.
That's how they look at it. He's out here again.
There's more of them.
Every damn week.
Well, that shit that happened over there with those damn devils. You know, and they were calling us ISIS and whatnot, Muslims and whatnot. When that happened over there, before all that even happened, one of the Edomites was walking up with that group, and he said, "Oh, those are those guys that wear them. I forget the word he used. I don't know if he used dresses or what. But he was like, oh, those are those guys." So yeah, we're already viewed as the dung and filth of the world. Okay, we're viewed as evil, man. Why? Because we're doing what's right and we want what's right.
That's good though.
Yeah, it is.
Because that means the Lord's going to destroy you.
Maybe that is some shit. It's all balance.
It's all balance. And that's just an Israelite. That dude that flipped us off, he clearly looked like an Edomite.
They probably look like it.
Yeah. You know, there is a balance, you're right. There is a balance. That's why we don't always just preach about destruction, man. Okay, we started off with the herbs. Okay, we tell you about how you can be saved. Okay, because it really is about repentance, man. Okay, but when we talk about people being destroyed, repentance don't apply to them, man. Esau can't repent, as the scriptures say. Okay, he found no place of repentance.
Hey, Revelation, it tells you even after all these different plagues,
He's not going to.
he still ain't gonna repent of nothing. Nothing. He says he's still gonna be cursing the Lord, man.
Hey, but that's the spirit of
The spirit of the Edomite.
yeah, the Edomite, but more specifically the Rothschilds, because they're gonna be like the first slaves.
Yeah, they're the main ones.
I forget the exact guy, but when they like people approach him, it's like, well, you're gonna start your new world order. He's like,
Jacob?
yeah, Jacob. He's on, not Jacob, the other one. Who's the main one? David? No, David's the son.
I think the main one was Jacob.
Not Jacob, but he had his brother or something. Yeah.
Jacob.
Okay, Jacob. He has that dumbass look on his face. He's just like oblivious. He acts like he's oblivious to all this shit.
Yeah. He'll smile at you like
Huh?
like a retard.
And that's spiritual, because that's the way you have to be as well when you're navigating yourself in this world. Okay, you can't be going to work or going to the store and your everyday walk in life cursing people out, talking about killing Edomites, cursing Edomites out.
Yeah,
Yeah, doing all that, man. Just how the Rothschild acts oblivious, he'll open the door for you. That's the way you have to be, man. Regardless of the person that Edomite or not. Okay? Because you know what?
That's a commandment, though. Be in peace with all men.
It says if it be at all possible.
All possible.
Yeah, because there's people that are just. Hey, well Paul said to deliver us from wicked and unreasonable men. Hey, there's some people that you can't reason with. You just can't.
Yeah.
They just want to.
Like them motherfuckers.
Yeah, they just want to kill you, or they just want to fight you. Like,
Walk around. Go around.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Oh.
But still, you know, I'm just saying that spirit is off. You always want to fight people and shit. That's off.
You don't want to fight anybody.
No.
I don't want to fight. I want to be saved. I don't want to fight you. I want to be saved from you. I need to be saved from you. The hell I want to try and fight you for? I can't do anything. What are you gonna do? You got all these people. Like you know, you got those guys you watch movies with. Oh, if that would happen to me, I'd do this, and that. I'd have fucking punched him in his face, took his gun. Man, you got a gun in your face. I want you to even talk. Just talk back to the motherfucker. I dare you. Just say something wrong to him. You ain't gonna do it. Unless you're crazy, unless you're just a nutcase, you want to die. The scriptures tell you, and which a lot of these people are idiots. Nah, whatever, you know, get your face blown off. Go ahead, be my guest, man. This is real life, all right? In real life, you need the Lord to help you out, man. Because certain situations you can't get yourself out of.
Yeah, because it's not you.
You gotta ride the wave. And hope the Lord, washes you up on shore. You start kissing the land. Oh, thank God I got out of that.
There's a Psalm 62 and 1. Truly my soul waiteth upon the Most High. From him cometh my salvation.
Hey, when Jacob's trouble comes, your soul gonna have to wait upon the Lord. You are not gonna deliver yourself out of Jacob's trouble, man. You got a gang of people, on your ass. You ain't getting away, and you ain't fighting back unless the Lord gets you out of that situation, takes care of it for you. You're just gonna have to ride out whatever's gonna happen, and it could be all spiritual. All right, so that's why the scriptures call us sheep to the slaughter, sheep in the midst of wolves, because really we're helpless. Only help that we got is gonna come from Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's it. Ain't no help coming from anywhere else.
He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved.
Yeah, your rock. That's who's going to hold you down.
Yes, your foundation, your support. Like when you go and you build a house, for example, all these buildings, man, they have a foundation. What's under this concrete is the actual foundation they build into the earth. Okay? It isn't just, you don't just lay concrete and then stack wood. No, man, there has to be that foundation that you build in the earth. Okay? They actually mold the concrete inside the ground, so that way if there's an earthquake or there's a wind or something, that it has to get to the root. That's why plants got a foundation. They got those roots. Okay, that's its rock. That's its foundation. Ours is Yahweh Shah.
How long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain, all of you. As a bowing wall shall ye be, and as a tottering fence. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Salah.
Hey, but this is something that you got to remember. Believing in the Lord, you got to understand that these people are wicked. So they are going to be destroyed. The Most High is not with wickedness. So really, you ain't got anything to worry about, man. Because at the end of the day, the scriptures tell you that wickedness is going to be obliterated. Now, if you are doing righteousness, then what do you have to worry about? The Lord delights in righteousness. You know? Hey, when the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, before that happened, Abraham prayed to the Most High. And he said, surely it is far from thee to destroy the righteous with the wicked. You gotta think about this. That's why Allah was saved.
Because he was like, I think it was Abraham that was asking, well, if there's like 100 righteous men.
All the way down to 10.
Yeah.
He was like, Lord, forgive me. I am but ashes and dust. But let me say one more thing, all the way down to if there's like 5 people in the city.
I think the last was 10.
10.
And the point was, and the Lord said, all right, he agreed with Abraham. He's like, okay, it's true. Yeah, that's cool. That's why the Lord still destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, because it wasn't
even 10, it was just Lot. It was just Lot and his daughters.
His daughters, yeah.
Which they were under Lot's house, so, you know.
They were under his order,
so. Yeah, so, because they were underneath him.
And Lot's an Israelite, all right? So of course they were living, he was running his house by the law, statutes, commandments.
And that also shows you how patient the Most High is. Hey, like the scripture said, who is man that you consider, what is man that you look upon him? You know, the Most High talked with Abraham. Just a man. Like he said, ashes and dust. I'm ashes and dust, yet the power of the universe is talking to him. Listening to what he has to say. Literally, he went from like 100. Oh, if there's 50, if there's 40, if there's 30, if there's 20, if there's 10. And never did the Most High go, man, what the fuck? No, he was patient the whole way through it. All right, 50. All right, 40. All right, 30.
What he was going to say anyway.
Hey, but that's we're going too deep now. Nah.
Really deep. When the Lord was going to destroy Jake, and Moses was like, hey, Lord.
Yeah. Oh, hey, come on. I mean, what did Moses say? He said, lest your enemies say, because to destroy you could, you just brought these people out to destroy them in the wilderness. He's like, all right, bro. Right?
That's why the Lord has man after his own heart, King David, all that.
He knew he was going to say some righteous shit. Some righteous stuff.
Yeah, that's why I believe in the spirit that Moses is King David, man. You know, King David was Moses. Anyways, this is Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
Yeah, because we fear the Lord. We're in the west. We're going to see his glory from the rising of the sun, which is the east. He's going to come from the east. Also, you're going to have Jason to fear the Lord all over the earth. Yeah. And when the enemy comes in like a flood, who's the enemy? You know, it's you, vocab. You're the enemy, man. You're the devil. You're the evil one, man. Whether you believe it or not. You're the one that's slandering us. Esau's the one that's slandering us, putting a bad name on us. It ain't the other, you know.
Yeah, we're just telling you facts.
We're just telling you the facts. We're just telling, look. Hebrew Israelites brought peace on earth. When Jacob was ruling, peace was on the earth. Esau ruling, Esau took peace from the earth. We're just telling you the facts. Hey, this Hebrew Israelite thing, we're over here waking brothers up. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans coming together and loving the truth, are becoming men, becoming functional members of this wicked society. We actually contribute. We pay taxes. We actually contribute to this place, man. A lot more than most people do. But we're evil.
And we do have like a lot of like when you like dig deep into a lot of brothers' lives, they are like really productive citizens in society.
You got brothers that have employees, man.
Yeah.
That are employing.
Like jobs.
Yeah.
You know, healthcare, things of that nature.
So you shining a bad light on this, but what did Christianity bring to the the earth. Nothing but death, destruction, rape, robbery, murder, wickedness, falsifying the truth.
I think I heard someone say that Christianity is like been the most deadliest and violent religion.
It is. Christianity is single-handedly responsible for the damn near extermination of so-called Native Americans. It's a form of Catholicism, all Christianity. It's all basically, yeah. It's just a different, label, but it's all the same thing. They're just all different. That's why you got the Baptist, the Methodist, you got the whatever the hell, you know, all these different denominations, but they're all Christian. They're all the same Christian doctrine. That's what brought smallpox and AIDS and slavery and all this shit. Removing the landmarks, violently taking away houses, the hijacking of an entire nation's identity.
That just shows you how powerful the Bible really is.
Yeah, because with the Bible, you had Satan worshiping your enemy.
I forgot Plato, but he wanted the Bible to rule the people in wickedness.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
Just like Esau does in real life.
He said, if I had the word.
But hey, it was so spiritual, he couldn't read the shit.
He couldn't even
because it was written in
it was braille, man.
Braille, yeah.
The pages were all blank.
He was pissed off.
He was like, no fucking way, man. And then he gave it to that blind chick, and she started cracking up, bro. She knew he was through. Oh, you know what? Romans 11 and 7. Isaiah 6 and 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not.
Yeah, so these people, they hear what we're saying. They don't understand. Go ahead.
It says, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed.
Yeah, so in other words, if you can get this truth, the Lord would have to heal you. Okay? He would have to increase you with this knowledge. All right, make you understand everything that we understand. Okay, but because you can't, because he didn't have that mercy on you, that's why you can't see things that we see. That's why you don't understand the things that we're saying. Okay? Because the Lord, he literally blocked you from receiving this knowledge. Alright? And that's something that we even sometimes have to, like, you know, brush up on, the fact that we can't save or explain things to people that can't get it, man. Like we could do these videos. We could give them the channels and tell them to watch every video from day one. And if the Lord ain't supping with them, they're not going to receive it, man. They're not going to, no matter how hard we try.
Yeah, because it's the most high that gives the increase.
Well, the brother just brought out that the Lord, he shut their eyes, he stopped their ears from hearing. Okay?
It makes me think about, because it says to make the heart of this people fat. It shut their eyes. It makes me think about it after you eat like a big ass meal and you get tired. Spiritualitis. They got, these people got spiritualitis. They drank too much Babylonian juice. Ate too much of the king's meat. Just got all fat, lazy, and just knocked out, man.
Hey, that's why
it's like you trying to talk to him and then he's like, oh.
Yeah, just like Daniel, his countenance was more fair.
Yeah. He didn't want to eat the king's meat.
There's Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Most High Power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
Yep, and that's exactly where it's going to start, is with the prophets, the man of the Lord, receiving the secrets. You know, not everybody, every Israelite is going to understand the deep, dark secrets of these scriptures. But the Lord is going to make known unto us, okay, those secrets, all right? But, you know, us receiving the secrets, we come out here and we declare them. We make them known. We declare them publicly, right, to the public, for you people to receive, okay? Now, there is going to be other people that do receive the truth, that are not prophets, are going to receive some of those secrets. But it starts with the prophets, right? You know?
Yeah, also judgment is going to start with those that know.
Well, you get it, Ezekiel 9. Judgment's going to start the house of Yahweh, the house of the Lord. Okay? And what that means is guys that fall out, man. Guys that lose the faith. Okay, guys that are damn demons, man. What?
It's Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem.
Are we physically in Jerusalem and Israel? No. Because the Lord created the place for the people, not the people for the place. Okay, Jerusalem is a people before a place. Zion, to Zion, monument, which is his people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So wherever you reside, that is Jerusalem. Okay? Go ahead.
And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Yeah, so we set a spiritual mark, okay, upon all the heads, okay. I was going to look it up. Yeah, I believe it's Tawara, which is a mark of exemption. But we just said it, no point in looking it up. The word there is Tawara, which means a mark of exemption. You're exempt from the vengeance of the Lord, the judgments of the Lord. Okay, so we're setting a mark on those that believe, that can feel what we feel, what we're saying is the truth. That's why when you remember when you first came in the truth and you first felt the Spirit of the Lord compel you, okay, you were like, whoa. You know, you righteously bug out. You know, read that again. Yeah. Oh, it's like it. So that you believe, you know, that the Lord is going to exempt you from these judgments, man. You actually believe and understand why people need to be judged, man. What? No, from where you left off.
It says, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Hey, because you made a brother just made a point where he said to understand why there's judgment. And I think a great point to be made is the reason, like, you got brothers that look like Israelites, they still look like other nations. You know what I mean? Like Ralph. You know, like you can tell you're a Jake. You look like a Jake. But you could be mistaken for another nation as well. You know, especially if you grow your beard out. And so you got Jakes that look like all different types of people. But what it goes into, when you read Habakkuk, it tells you that the spirit of Esau is not upright in them. That they got wicked spirits. That's why brothers tell you that it's a spiritual thing. You know, like you can see that Edomite spirit. And it's like, you can see like how it's a devil. You know what I mean? You can see that. And that's what it's based, that's what it's really based on. Alright? Because the Lord created different spirits. And you can see Jake, the spirit of Jake, which is an excellent spirit.
Yeah, well, that spirit, Jake, you trying to tap into that spirit, man. Esau's spirit. And that's why Jake's gonna get obliterated, man. Okay. You got niggas talking about, oh, we need to tap into Esau's blessing. These niggas is really taking on the spirit of Esau, man.
Which is blessing. He was his violence.
Sword. That was his blessing, the sword. Which a sword is a killing instrument, man. Sword isn't used to butcher a cow to put meat on the table. The sword is made to slay men. Right? It's a slayer of mankind. That's what Esau is. He's a slayer of mankind.
Manslayer.
You know, Jacob said they're going to tap into his blessing. Esau was going to tap into our blessing. Making comic books and X-Men and all these different superhero movies. Those are the powers that we're going to possess. Being able to fly, being able to, levitate different animate objects, read people's minds, touch a person and they die. That's what Esau did. So
You got jetpacks now. You got these little headphones. You can listen to things miles away.
The hearing amplifier. Put a little earpiece in, you can hear something.
Hey, but on the contrary, don't let that damn battery go bad.
Oh, I mean, what if it go haywire, just explode in your fucking ear?
Explode in your ear.
That's why he wants the chip, because that's literally connected to your body.
Yep.
They got movies where these new movies where they show you that you're gonna be able to shoot a gun in the future unless you got a chip. You're gonna be able to drive a car or get into a building unless you got a chip. Imagine that in a society where the future, when things are all crumbling, you're not going to have access to a building to sleep unless you have a chip. And then they're going to use it as a safety measure, man.
Yeah, because what's going to happen, you're going to have Jake. You're not going to be able to do anything without a microchip. So if you want to, you're going to have to commit a crime. And if you're Idiocracy, you're unscannable. He's unscannable. They called the cops on him. He's unscannable. Where's his tattoo? Same thing. They're gonna see you with